Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our channel. Today is Monday, April the 27th. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. And before we get started with our morning greetings, I have a couple messages to our parents. Parents, this week will be our last week doing online classes. We will be going back to the center to plan out what we're going to be doing for the rest of the school year and what we're going to be doing for our graduation. This graduation will be a little different. Please stay alert on your phones. We will be sending out messages through Remind app letting you know what we're going to be doing and what you guys can help us with. Our summer program, I believe Mr. Justin and Mr. Seth have called all our parents already for PreK 3 and PreK 4. As you guys already know, due to the situation, we only have a certain amount of kids that we can have in the summer program. So that being said, we just want to make sure that PreK 3 and PreK 4 have their spots safe for our summer program if you guys are interested in attending. Okay, that being said, those are all my messages I have for my parents. Now we can go ahead and get started with our morning greetings. As you guys already know, my little helper is Delilah. Delilah, can you come help me, please? Say hi to your friends.
Hi, guys.
There you go. Can you hold it for me? There you go. And repeat after me, guys. Today is Monday. Can you guys say Monday? Good job. April 27th, 2020. Good job. Let me go ahead and write down a message I have for you guys. I already told your parents, but I also want you guys to know. This week will be our last online classes. There you go. Thank you, Delilah, for holding the board for me. Yes, like I said, this week will be our last week doing our online classes. We will be working on other things at school to send you maybe some work for you guys to work at home and send it into our school. We're still not 100% sure, but we'll be letting your parents know as soon as we find out. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our calendar. Delilah is my little calendar helper. Today is Monday. We were not here over the weekend, so Saturday was the 25th. Can you put it on the 25th, Delilah? Thank you, my big helper. And yesterday was Sunday, the 26th. Put it on Sunday. And as you guys already know, today is Monday, Monday the 27th. Thank you, Delilah. Give Delilah a round of applause. Woo! Silent cheer. And a pat on the back. Delilah's tired. My poor baby, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Delilah. Let's go ahead and sing Days of the Week. Alexa, can you play Days of the Week?
Here's Days of the Week by Dr. Gene Feldman
fingers,
on
guys.
Amazon Music.
Here we go. Days of the week. Sorry. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Woo! Good job, guys. Good job. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and sing bingo. It's been a while. We haven't sing bingo, so here we go. Alexa, can you play bingo?
Here's Bingo by Cedarmont Kids on Amazon Music.
Here we go, guys. Hope you remember.
There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, I-N-G-O. Geo, Geo, Geo and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. And Bingo was his name.
Woohoo! Give yourself a round of applause. Good job, guys. You guys did amazing. All right, Delilah, thank you so much for your help. You want to say bye to your friends?
Bye, guys.
See you Wednesday.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you, Mama. All right, guys, and as you guys already know, this is it for my part. Who's reading today? Miss Rosette will be reading in a few minutes, and then Mr. Justin will be coming up with an assignment. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, this is Miss Rosette. We're down to our final week of our videos, and this will be the last book that we're reading on this series. I hope that you've enjoyed all the videos that we've done. I've certainly had a great time doing them for you, from starting out reading books for you to doing some science experiments that I hope some of you duplicated at home. The book that I will be reading for you today is called The Rain Came Down by David Shannon. He's the author and he wrote the words in this book. We have some vocabulary that we will be going through. The first word is blocking. You see that? To block something means keeping someone from going where they want to go. And if you notice in this picture, it's a roadblock. And the people can't drive their cars down the street even if they wanted to because the street is being blocked. What do you notice about it? I notice there's some signs right here that says road closed, and there's even some more in the back. And notice you really can't get your car through because the roadblocks are blocking traffic. The next word is splash. So to splash something means to get water on something or someone. And notice in this picture, it's a child being splashed in the water. And he's crying. You know, why is he crying? And the last one is to argue. Remember, to argue, when people argue, someone tries to change another person's mind. I bet you we're arguing a lot being at home, stuck in the house. But this is a picture of two children arguing over a teddy bear. What do you notice about it? They're pulling on it. Look at their faces are all messed up because they're arguing and fighting. Okay, so I want you to listen as I read the book and see if you can hear the words blocking, splash, and argue. Okay? Here's your book, The Rain Came Down by David Shannon. He's the author and he wrote the words. It is illustrated by David Shannon as well. He also drew the pictures, and there's some really neat pictures in here that I like. Looking at this, what do you think it's about? Yeah, it's a rainy day, and it's about how it makes people feel when it's raining. Last week when we had the rain, how did that make you feel? Although we couldn't get outside to do anything, we still couldn't do anything because it was raining. So as I'm reading this book, I want you to think about, how does the rain make everyone feel? How does everyone feel after the rain stops? Because you're going to get two different types of feelings. You'll see two different types of feeling of when it rains, how do people feel? And when it stops raining, how do people feel? So here we go. And the rain came down. One Saturday morning, the rain came down. It made the chickens squawk. Squawk! The cat yowled at the chickens, and the dog barked at the cat. and still the rain came down. You're looking at that. What are the animals doing? Man, they're barking and yelping and screaming and running. Oh my goodness, all because of the rain. The man yelled at the dog and woke up the baby. "Stop all that yelling," yelled the man's wife. The dog barked even louder, and still the rain came down. A policeman heard the noise and stopped to see what was wrong. He come knocking at the door. His car was blocking traffic, and half a block away, a woman squirmed in the back of a taxi. Why did the policeman stop his car? Right, he heard some people arguing and yelling. "Hurry up, or I'll miss my plane," the lady told the taxi driver. So he started honking his horn. Honk, honk. The truck driver in front of him got mad and started honking back. "I have tomatoes to deliver." Oh, he's not happy either. See? The ice cream man heard the honking and turned up the music on his van. All of you say, jingle, jingle went his music. Slappity dap went his windshield wipers, and still the rain came down. The owner of the beauty parlor came out to see what all the fuss was about. She bumped into the barber coming out of his barber shop, and they began to argue. So remember, when people argue, someone tries to change another person's mind. And the people in this book are arguing because they think different things about whose fault it was and who bumped into each other. So up on his ladder, the painter grumbled, "I can't paint in this rain." He started to climb down and bumped the barber in the head with his can of paint. Now all three of them were arguing. Oh my goodness. Next, the baker stepped out of his bakery. "My roof is leaking and my cakes are getting wet," he moaned. He opened his umbrella and poked the pizza man in the nose. So they joined in the bickering too. So to argue also means to bicker. It means to fight. A boy ran by chasing a small boat down the stream in the gutter. He splashed a little girl and she began to cry, and still the rain came down. So remember, to splash means to get water on someone or something. And if you look at it, the little girl was the one that got splashed. The grocery man stumped out onto the sidewalk and yelled, "Where's that delivery truck? I need my tomatoes." He ran into a lady coming out of the clothing store and knocked her boxes into his fruit stand. Oranges, apples, and lemons bounced down the sidewalk, and still the rain came down. Oh no. What's happening on this page? There are many things happening on this page. There's the grocer. He bumped into this lady, and then her bags fell over into the fruit stand. Oh, just a lot going on. The policeman walked back to his car. "What is all this ruckus about?" he asked. The whole block was honking, yelling, bickering, and barking. And then, can anybody see on this page the police car that's blocking traffic? Where is it? There it is right there. And all of these cars behind it are blocked. Suddenly, the rain stopped. And so did the noise. The sun came out and the air smelled fresh and sweet. Everything shimmered and a rainbow stretched across the sky. Oh, now look at their faces. See how their faces are changing? They no longer look mean. They're kind of gasping with their mouths open and surprised. "It's much too nice a day to be arguing," said the baker. "I have cakes to bake. And I have pizza to make," said the pizza man. I could use a shave while my building dries, said the painter to the barber. Then they went inside. So the painter got a haircut from the barber. The policeman said, everything looks A-okay here to me. So he's looking around, and then he got in his car and he drove off. The women in the taxi decided she had time to have her hair done before her trip, and she went into the parlor. So the lady with the boxes got into the taxi and went home. The truck driver told the grocer, I have your tomatoes. Wonderful, said the grocer. But first, I have to pick up this fruit. Because remember, he bumped into the lady and she knocked over all the fruit. The little girl and boy helped him pick up the fruit. So he bought them ice cream cones, and the ice cream man gave them each an extra scoop because it was such a nice day. And back home, the man, his wife, and their baby had a picnic together in the backyard while the dog, the cat, and the chicken slept in the warm afternoon sun. So as I was reading the book, did you guys think about how the people were feeling when it was raining and how they were feeling when it stopped raining? So, who can tell me, how did the rain make everyone feel? Let me see, who have I not called on this whole time? Preston, I haven't called on you. How did the people feel when it was raining? What were they doing? So the rain made them feel mad. That's a good one. They were mad. Why were they upset? Because they couldn't do anything, you're right. Now, let me see if I can get someone from PreK 3. Andrew. Yes, Andrew. How did the people feel when it stopped raining? Were they still mad? No, they weren't. They were happy because now they could do some of the things and run errands that they were doing before it started raining. You're right. Very good. Well, we are going to read this book again and find some new vocabulary words on Wednesday. But before we go, let's review the vocabulary for today. The first word is argue. When people argue, someone tries to change the other person's mind. And in this picture, the two children are arguing over a teddy bear. Splash. To splash means to get water on something or someone. And this is a picture of a child splashing in the water. And lastly, blocking. Blocking means keeping someone from going where they want to go. And this is a picture of a roadblock. People can't drive their cars through down the street. I hope you enjoyed the book. I love this book. We'll read it again on Wednesday and we'll discover new vocabulary words. Okay? So until Wednesday, you guys have a great week. And hopefully we will see you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Good morning, class. I hope you all had an awesome weekend. Today we are going to play a game with our bears, maybe some goldfish and some other objects. The game we are going to play is we're going to look at two sets of the bears and decide if they have an equal amount, less amount, or more amount. The set we are looking at now are equal. This is our equal sign. Can you say equal? Equal. When you compare numbers, you can use the words equal, more, or less. This set is equal, and equal means the sets are the same. And these two sets are the same. We have 2 bears over here, 2 bears over here. They don't have to be the same color, but they are the same amount. All we're looking at is how many. So these are the same, all right? So you can do the hand signal with me. It's equal. Equal means the same amount. Now, watch as I change this set. I'm gonna add more here. I added 2 more, so let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 over here, and we have 1, 2 over here. So they are not equal anymore because there's more over here. More means the sets are not the same because this set has extra. And then that will mean that this set has less because it doesn't have as many as this one, right? So less means it's not the same because it doesn't have as many as this one does. So now I have a bowl with all of the numbers in here twice. So I have 2 number 5s, 2 number 4s, 2 number 3s, 2 number 2s, and 2 number 1s. I'm gonna pull it out and pull out the amount. Whatever number I pull out, I'm gonna pull out that amount of bears. Let's see. And we're gonna see if they are equal, less, or more. Let's see what number I have. I have the number 5. Can you say 5? 5. Help me count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're gonna pull another number and see if they are equal, more, or less. Got my number. Ooh, this is my favorite number. What number is this? 2, good job, 2. So let's get 2 bears. 1, 2. So they are not equal because they're not the same amount. This one has more because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this side has more bears than this one because it's only 1, 2. So for pre-K 4, you guys can tell me how many more bears does this one have than this side, this amount. So let's see. This one has 2, 1, 2. So I'm gonna move these 1, 2. And then let's count how many more bears over here. 1, 2, 3. So this side has 3 more bears than that side. Let's play again. This time we're gonna use our goldfish. I'm gonna put these balls back in, ball them up, put these numbers back in there, and then we I got another number 5. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's pull another number. I have my number right here. this is the number 4. Good job. So let's get 4. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this group has less than this group because the number 5 is bigger than the number 4. So 4 is less. And this group has more. Let's see how many more. So I'll pull them over here. This group 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. And this one has 1 more. Now we're gonna do them. We're gonna do goldfish against the bears. Let's try goldfish against the bears. Follow these up. First, I'm gonna do the goldfish. Let's see what number for the goldfish. Boom, boom, boom. I think this is a new number. Oh, yeah, that is the number 1. So we have 1 goldfish. So come on in, help me count. 1. All right, and now I'm gonna pull for the teddy bears. Teddy bears, close my eyes, no peeking. Got my number. Let's see. Oh, it is the number 4. So I'm gonna put out 4 teddy bears. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, which one has more? If you said the teddy bears, you are correct. There are more teddy bears than goldfish. Because there's only 1 goldfish and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bears. Good job. And you guys can play this game at home. If you don't have these manipulatives, if you don't have teddy bears or goldfish, you can use anything. Like I have these, what are these things called? Forks. And I know we normally eat with them, but you can play the game with them. How many forks do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 forks. And I'm gonna wash these after I'm done. 3 forks. And let's count how many spoons we have. 1. Over. 2. 3. 4. 5. So we have more spoons than forks. And you can go around your house and you can see what you have more of. If you have more spoons than forks, or if you have knives, I wouldn't touch the knives, but anything around your house, you can go pick up. See if you have more blue flowers than red flowers outside, or if you have more shoes than you have sandals, whatever it is, you can go and just check more, less, or equal. All right. Thank you. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.